All right, here we go.
Okay.
Chop starting. Okay. Classic no wetland bird. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
struggle.
I was going to say it's not a bad looking hand, but the glaring omission
Yeah.
um, is the no wetland, and the bonus card luck not really
Yeah,
carrying through this
I
time.
mean, Chop already used it all up in that 2 games. Like, I'm just expecting a lot of zero bonus card in this game here.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, yeah. I mean, in any game, anytime, I would take no forest, than no wetland. Like, wetland is just so important.
yeah. I mean, we've made this point before. If you have a good wetland, you can draw the cards to get yourself a good forest. But if you have a good forest, you just got to pray that the right card comes up because you can draw
Yeah,
as much food as you want. You're not going to get that wetland bird any sooner.
yeah. Oh, it's is. What do you think? Like, what about Mockingbird in the wetland? Okay,
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but is it a compromise? Like, it's better than no bird in the wetland.
I don't think it is because the advantage of having that bird is that you can draw two with the eggs, but by the time you've played a bird, you've laid the eggs, and then you've drawn birds. That's 3 turns, and you only got 2 cards from it when you could have just drawn cards 3 times, and hope that you get something good.
Yeah, that's the key there. Hope that you get something good. Um, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see your argument. That is true. Like, if you draw blind 3 turns, that's 3 cards.
Yeah.
But no birds down though, so yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, that's the thing. If you have the mockingbird, what if the full tuck birds show up? Then you're really well set up there.
Oh, I mean, it's worth keeping. I'd keep the mockingbird here because there's not much else there, and actually the other birds you've got, like the sparrow and potentially the hawk, they're only 1 food each. So you're not going to be short on food. I'm surprised that they're not looking at keeping the hawk
Yeah,
because I don't think you need both sparrows.
yeah.
I'd say grasshopper over bed sparrow, but they're just not going to have. They're not going to have egg space unless they're already looking ahead to that second end of round. But
Oh, committed.
I don't agree with that move.
Oh, that's really really strange. Keep that 2 sparrow, especially the one with 2 egg spot. Like, that's
Yeah.
no way that's gonna work out. Like,
Much nicer looking hand, I think, for that Willow. We've got the hummingbird,
oh,
so
if they,
that's a nice option.
yeah, they at least have.
Again, no wetlands, but you can play the hummingbird in the wetlands, and that at least makes sense as an
Yeah,
option.
yeah, agree. I mean, yeah, the migratory bird is not really gonna work here because there's no grub in the bird feeder.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you can go hummingbird and then go with migratory.
Yeah.
What are this bonus cards? Someone please translate. I think it's breeding manager again.
I think the other one's big birds.
Is that 6+ big birds? Okay.
Yeah. So not great.
Yeah, slightly better with the hummingbird, but again, I'm very surprised by chop keep here.
Yeah, I mean, Devim's suggesting in the chat maybe he'll take the Tanager, but there's no grub in the feeder, so you're wasting a lot of turns trying to get that down. And he already had a forest bird in his hand. He could have kept the hawk and kept a rodent, get that down. But
First Burns is coming in. Malu just says, so this is how Chop plays when he has no OP birds.
yeah, I don't get a raven in the tray and a gull in the hand, and I don't have the wood duck in the tray, so
I'm just gonna
just
play
all
2
bets are off.
sparrow in grassland.
Yeah, such a weird,
To-
such
to-
a weird start.
Totally calling it out. Oh, Chop, this
Yeah.
is not looking good. Especially with the
Not good.
hawk. With the hawk, they can score for first end of round goal. Like,
Exactly. Like you need at least one bird down in the forest because he's not got any food production from the other birds. So you need something down to get a functioning forest, but also for that end of round. So I don't get what he's doing here.
all right, let's focus on Willu a little bit here. So it looks like they're going for a greedy starting hand again. I don't see the synergy of this. again,
No,
because of
I
the
don't.
grub
I don't like the
problem.
flycatcher.
Yeah.
I would look at. I'd look at keeping the flycatcher if there was a grub.
Yeah.
You know, because then, you keep the cherry, you keep the grub, you take a grub, and then you use the flycatcher to help you get
Other two birds
the
up.
hummingbird.
Hmm.
Yeah, you get the hummingbird and the swift down, but it's very co-op heavy, that, and I think it actually plays quite strongly into Chop's hands with no real forest going on. Where if he can get free food from Willow, then it's going to help.
Oh yeah, I mean that's totally right. Like it's gonna benefit Chop a lot more with the
100%.
birds that they
Yeah.
keep here. Oh, again, okay. What about it? Maybe okay. Here's another theory. Maybe Chop kept the second sparrow so that when they draw a card, if they draw a good one, they can discard the sparrow. I don't know. Just a
Yeah, I mean
thought.
the only thing I wonder, maybe they'll go. You might go hummingbird in the wetlands, get the swift down in the grasslands, lay eggs and tuck the flycatcher, and then you can use those eggs. You're going to have what, 3 eggs down. That gives you 3 turns to draw cards. It's going to get you cards. It's going to get you food as well from the hummingbird.
Mm,
So that gives you some options
yeah, I agree. I think they gotta be thinking about hummingbird in the wetland here.
for sure. I mean, it looks like they might be going breeding manager as well. They've not got, I don't think, any in their
Yeah,
hand that can take 4 egg spots, but
but it
you know,
really worked out
worked
for
out
them last game.
exactly. It worked out nicely last game, and big birds. They've not got any of those either. So
Yeah.
I would potentially look at breeding manager here as well.
Yep. Um. Yeah. Typically with chop hand, basically, yeah, yeah. Never mind. I think we have talked enough about chop.
Well, let's see what he's going to do, because I've honestly got no idea what's going to come up here.
Yeah. And then, oh, I'm so annoyed. Third game, chop is still not on board view.
Oh, he is going Tanager.
I don't understand. Where's the grub?
That makes no sense. There's no grub.
There's
You
no
could've-
grub.
You could have kept a rodent and a hawk and got something down.
Yeah, the hog would have been a totally good forest bird there.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean the Vim, that's what Chop assigned us to do. He said turn it up, so we're laying it all out here. Oh, look at that mallard. Nice.
Yeah, that's what you want. I think.
Wait.
You got to take that.
Did Willow did not pick up the mallard?
Really didn't take it, and I don't understand that.
Oh,
because
that was so
they,
bad.
They had the grain in the hand. It's it meets their bonus card as a big bird, and it's going to get them 3 cards.
Oh, that was
yeah,
that was missed opportunity there. Huge.
100%. Yeah.
Especially with their tuck and lay in grassland, those extra card is good.
Yeah, they need as many cards as they can get if they're committing to the Swift this early. So,
Yeah. Lots
don't-
of
don't
questionable decision from both players at this point.
yeah.
But-
They're both choking already.
Yeah. But again, like just to put out the perspective there, they're on the hot seat and this is their third game. You get the burnout, playing 3 games back to back, so it's kind of understandable.
Yeah, and you think about Chop. I mean, it's pretty late where he is. So
Yeah.
maybe he started on the beers already. Maybe his decision making's dropped a little bit. So
Yeah.
that might at least explain some of this.
Yeah. I mean, two games with OP Bird really did not prep them well for this really important last game here.
No. I mean, this is where Wingspan is. This is where you make or break your games, because you can't rely on those OP birds every game. You're gonna
Yeah.
have these games where you struggle and you have to grind for it. So
Yeah.
we'll see how Chop goes.
Yeah, chop tempo is so slow here. They basically took what 4 turns to play
Yeah, I
a
think
0-point mallet.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've had 3 turns already and have no birds to show for it. So
Yeah, so at least Willow
not
has things down, and there's some tempo going with Willow here.
yeah, I think Willow's definitely got the stronger setup here.
Oh no, what is going on here? They're gonna force the turn ager here. They're gonna force it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go for that Tanager and then hope that they can get the grain and the cherry. But I'm not sure. I mean, the cherry's only for the mockingbird. You're not gonna play that
I mean,
so early, are you?
here's the thing: seeing that Willow doesn't have any food and they have hummingbird, like almost guaranteed they're gonna activate the hummingbird. So I would just
Yeah,
play the mallard down and then you know
yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Chop went for food there.
yeah
Um,
that was so slow.
yeah. I'm interested to see what Willy does here, if they take the hawk or not, because there is a rat in the feeder. So you take the hawk, you take the rat, get the hawk down, helps for the end of round goal, helps for their bonus card, and you can't rely on the hummingbird all game, so you're going to need some forest at some point.
I mean, absolutely, especially seeing that Chop is also struggling with food. You don't
Mm.
want to
Mm.
be like activating the hummingbird all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think picking up the hawk and pivot to forest is the right call here.
looks like they're thinking about it though. Might be another 5 minute turn here, so strap yourselves in.
Yeah,
Get yourself a cup of tea. Get
yeah.
yourself a nice comfortable chair because it's going to be a long one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't gamble. Like I would not gamble with
No,
the
you take the
deck.
hawk.
Take the hawk, lock it in. Like, I mean, worst case they tie for first end of round goal. Like, there's a chance they're gonna win it too. So, or probably not win it. Oh, look at this. Oh,
Okay, the Harry's not bad. I don't mind that.
I guess like they can play Harrier and then like they gotta get a bird in the forest. They can't rely on this hummingbird in wetland forever.
Why would you take the cherry? Then I could only assume they're going to go for the wetlands again and hope they can get
Grub?
a grub and then get the flycatcher down. But I
But
don't know. I would have gone rodent, get the harrier down, and then go for the hawk.
I completely agree there. Like, you're giving your opponent 2 food to lay down that flycatcher. Yeah, you see, I think Chop also missed some tempo there. They did not need to pick up that food just now.
No, and the crucial thing for Chop as well is that that bird feeder was not looking very good, but it's going to get reset now. And
Yeah.
that gives them a much stronger chance of getting a grub they need.
Yeah.
And then they can get the mallard down, they can get the sparrow down, and actually start getting some eggs and getting some more birds.
Yeah. Again, I think that was really missed opportunity seeing your opponent having hummingbird and you
Yeah.
still pick up food.
Yeah, either take the rodent or re-roll and get the grub. Like you're so likely to get the grub, but no, they've gone rodent.
You see, that was
And
just
wait, did they? That was gaining food as well. That wasn't even.
I am so confused.
And look at all the grubs. Look at all the grubs that are there, and now Chop is just going to take all of those with the Tanager.
That wasn't a hummingbird? Oh wait, was that a hummingbird? I'm so confused.
No, they took food because they didn't gain any cards.
So now, okay. So they're thinking like, okay. I mean, they can still make it with 1 bird in the forest. So now they're thinking, pick up cards and play the flycatcher. But the tempo though of picking 1 food with no points. All right. In term of Chop though, like what's their game here? Do you think maybe they should go Mockingbird and Mallard in wetland and hope for a strong drawing engine there?
I don't know. I think you go Mallard for sure, and then I think you just got to start drawing cards and just try and get something good, because I think the Mockingbird, for me, it's always stronger in the grasslands if you can get something good to copy.
Yeah, I agree. I really don't like if they play a second sparrow in that grassland. It just looks so bad.
It makes no sense because they've not got the egg space. They've only got 4 at the moment. The other sparrow is only another 2. I think the mallard's 4, but that's 10 egg spots. You fill those up within 2 turns.
Yeah. All right, we see some good engine forming here. They have finch and they have the tuck and lay.
Finch is very strong here.
Yeah, finch, especially they have the right sequence. Oh, now they're getting greedy, but 2 food yeah, that 2 food with their food engine, I don't think it's that easy to set up. Oh, no. But they also have the flycatcher, so we'll see. Definitely a bit greedy there, but
yeah, I think so. So they'll take the grub here, and they've got 1 more turn, so they can get the flycatcher down, and then they'll tie this end of round.
Yeah. All right, another food here. So the Oreos show up. Alright, yeah, Chop only 6 points on the board, and then Willow get to see the second round tray here. A huge lead. Things are looking pretty good for Willow so far.
Yeah, I think Willow's already in above 20 points here. So
look at
and the Raven. There's the Raven.
Look at this. Wow. Now Chop get a taste of their own medicine here.
Yep. You can't have the OP birds 3 games in a row, Chop.
Yep.
At some point you're gonna miss out, and it's good as well for Willow here because they can re-roll the bird feeder with the hummingbird, get that rodent hopefully, and then just 1 trip into the forest and get the other food, and the Raven's down.
Yeah, and it works so well with the card that they just pick up, like the finch and the sparrow are easy play with the Raven there.
Yeah. Finch and Raven is so strong because you can cycle through your cards and then get the food to play them. And obviously the sparrow as well is basically giving you the extra.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. The luck.
And there's the rodent. So
it's swifting. The luck is swifting.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally they want to see a grub, but because all right. They can still re-roll and get the grub.
Yeah, I think if you Chop, I don't know, you got to start digging for cards, so he's probably going to lay eggs and then go for cards.
Yep. Yeah, Chop is already falling behind with the tempo here, and with the Raven, things are looking very dangerous for Chop here.
Yep. I quite like actually having another board in a different language. I feel like this is very educational. I'm learning lots of new words, lots of bird names in French.
I recognize Anna.
Yeah, luckily I recognize most of the pictures at this point, but yeah, there's a few words in there that stand out.
It's interesting that the Harrier has Martin in it. Why is it called Saint Martin? But in English it's something Harrier, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think because some of them are like word for word translations.
Okay.
But some of them are more like, okay, what do they call it? Just they might have a different, word for it in that country. So
I don't know if this is a joke, but the chat is asking for your expert opinion on what Chop need to do to win here.
Oh, what does Chop need to do? Chop needs to just put their hands together and pray, because at this point they're not looking good at all.
Alright, Devim, I'm gonna do it for you. I think Chop need to study time travel and travel back in time and pick better. Start again.
I wasn't gonna go for that, but yeah, no. I mean, in all seriousness, I don't think there's much Chop can do. They've just got to dig, go through the deck.
I know. Now that Mockingbird just looks so bad in the forest because they just drew the net catcher.
I don't like Mockingbird in the forest. I think that's a complete waste.
Yeah.
I think you could have gone that in grasslands, and then, at worst, it's copying the sparrow, getting you more eggs, which is what the other, sparrow in the hand would have done. And if the best case scenario is you draw a better bird, you maybe get a tucking bird like a barn swallow or something, and you can start copying that. But in the forest, you're basically resigning it to just copying the tanager and getting you a few extra food. I don't understand it.
Yeah. it and the thing is like Chop also doesn't have like a tuck and draw to shuffle this card, so they're gonna stuck with it, and all this forest bird is just not great.
Yeah, it looks like Wooloo's having a tricky time knowing what to discard. So they use
Come
the
on,
Raven.
come on, no.
Well, they used the Raven to get the 2 fish, so they're clearly going to get the skimmer down. But I don't understand why you would tuck the house finch there. That just doesn't make sense.
It's only early round 2. Like missing that 2 points is not a big deal.
Oh, and it's a really strong card in its own right.
Yeah,
but
especially
look at the end of round goals. You've got eggs in the grasslands, eggs in bowl nests.
Yeah,
it has 6 spots. It is tailor made for those end of round goals. And he's just thrown it away.
Yeah, that was really questionable. Like, I thought they would just they want to play the wetlands so that they can pick up 3 cards, but I didn't think they would tuck that house finch there. I mean, the house finch with the Cassin's finch or Cassin sparrow is gonna work so well for their grassland engine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the skimmer. I don't mind them playing that. It's, it unlocks that extra card. It's 6 points if it's the bonus. It helps the last end of round.
Also, their bonus card.
Exactly. I don't mind them playing it, but if you don't want to tuck any of your cards, just don't tuck them. Like you say, it's only 2 points. It's early in the game.
Early game 2 points, you can miss it. Like
you can easily make up those points.
Yeah.
With the house finch down.
Yeah. I mean, long-term house finch definitely going to make more points than the tuck and lay, because with their wetland engine, they're not gonna draw enough card to tuck.
No.
Yeah,
not.
I think
they've got the bold eagle. That's quite nice.
I mean, look at this now. With the house finch, they could have easily turned some of this card like into useful card. For example, the hornlark. Yeah,
Are you telling me that the hornlark isn't a useful card?
I mean, not in this case. Like, they don't have extra card to tuck. Like, they want to play the big bird. They want to play the Cassin's sparrow. So, yeah, that house finch, big miss there. Like, really big.
Yeah, it's a shame to see it go, because we said when they drew it, it pairs so nicely with the Raven.
Oh yeah,
and it would be in the right position before the tuck and lay for you to cycle through and then tuck the card you don't like. But to get rid of it, it's just it's a missed opportunity.
Oh yeah, definitely a huge miss there. I mean, they still have a lot of room here with the lead that they have, but hopefully they don't make more big mistake here.
Yeah, and it's interesting they've gone Merganser, so I think they've realised that they need more cards, so they're going to play the Merganser. But okay, you get 4 cards a turn, but you could have at least cycled through those in the grasslands with the house finch, and they've really missed that chance now.
Yeah, I would have totally just foregone the tuck and lay, and
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was smart to activate the hummingbird here, seeing the forest that
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Chop is not going to struggle for food this game, so
yeah.
I don't mind giving him a single food there.
Okay. Yeah. Going for the double X here.
Yeah, I think he's going for the end of round. I think he can see that Willie's gonna max out at 4 eggs here.
Yeah.
So he wants to tie that. So it's not a bad option.
Yeah,
and,
pretty good.
5 point grasslands.
Yep.
You can't complain.
All right, let's see if. I mean, now you can tuck the hornlark. I mean, yep.
Yeah, and that's the 4 eggs they needed.
Yeah. House finch. We're all mourning for the house finch tuck here.
Truly a dark day.
Yeah.
When you see the house finch go.
Yeah. Especially in this situation.
Yeah.
Alright, lots of eggs there.
Lots of eggs, but not really many points from elsewhere.
Yeah.
Chop. So what's that? So they got 5 points now each from the end of round. But you look at birds on the board. They've only got, what's that? 13 bird
Ooh,
points.
look at this.
And there you go. Franklin's goal.
I mean,
so Chop doesn't need to know how to win without OP birds, because the game will just give him one anyway and let him win.
yeah. I mean, okay, so Chop basically is really banging on those 3 bonus cards here. So they have the Puffin, they have the King Reel, and they have the V Reel. So it's really going to come down to that 3 bonus card.
Yeah, for sure. And they've got, a decent enough forest set up to get the food for that. So
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Suddenly this become kind of tight again.
Yeah, it's not a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
I don't think
no
they will
way.
anymore, but I think they're definitely still in the stronger position.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
interesting. I wonder if he's going for the fish now that it's already there, but I don't know. I guess they'll need to get food at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Willow is really gonna hate it if they lose the game by tucking the house finch here.
Oh, I mean, if they do lose this game, I think they can go back to that point and see that was where they lost it. Because
Yeah.
I think that was such a strong bird
Yeah.
that would have basically given them victory. Even with the goal now for Chop, it would have been hard to come back.
Yep. Huge. Alright. They pick up a bunch of food there. Probably gonna lay down some bonus card to kind of get a preview of what bird they need.
Yeah, I think they'll look to get the Vireo down, because that's good for the end of round goals as well. So get that down sooner, and like you say, at least take a look at the bonus cards, and then you can work out, okay, which cards do I need to draw, and then what food do I need to get those.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if Chop can win the last 2 end of round goal here, it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Look at this. Now you're at the mercy of the
Exactly.
card draw here.
Exactly. That's the thing. But the what's so strong about the finch is that it doesn't matter if you draw bad birds.
Yeah, you
because you can
just
cycle through them.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, is there anything useful here? I mean, I forgot all the name. The tuck and draw definitely weighs, and that's a weighs. So the only thing useful is the Cassin Sparrow, and okay, there you go. Come on.
Play that.
Come on.
You have to play this.
Yeah.
Please.
Like,
Oh, and they got the fish from the single dice reroll.
that. All right, this is gonna
Right, take a cherry.
Yeah.
Take a cherry and play it,
This-
please.
this gotta make it up. Like, this is like your second like chance here.
This
like,
is redemption.
redemption.
This is redemption.
Redemption. Like, Wingspan God is giving you a second chance here.
Yeah. The Wingspan gods looked at Willow and
Oh
went,
my God! What
you know
a
what? Yeah, I'll give you a second chance because you threw that one away. So here you go. Here's a really strong hint that you should play it.
yeah. And the clue is so strong here. He has so many cards that it's not worth playing. The only way you can turn those into points and good use is the Robin here.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the birds in his hand and played. He's got 7 played and 5 in the hand. That makes 12. You're probably not going to play more than that. So actually, get the Robin down.
It's done.
You might not even need to go to the wetlands again. You can just focus on laying eggs.
Yep. So, all right. At least looks like they're on the right track. So, I mean, also with the Robin, it's gonna make it also more difficult for. I guess not because of. Yeah, I think likely Chop is gonna win this end of round goal here. Okay, still pretty good with the Passerine specialist there.
Not bad.
2 more to
that's
get
okay.
6 points. I don't know. Maybe the first one, the first
The
forest
thrush,
bird.
I think the thrush is 30.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be okay. But then you still need 1 more, so it's whether you can get that with the goal.
Yeah, and 2 more bonus card. Yeah, I think Chop is still gonna bring it close. Especially their late game grassland is pretty strong with 6 points. Definitely not far behind than Willow. So
Yep. And thank God Willu has played the Robin. Thank you.
That really, saved us from a lot of anxiety attack over there.
It's such a relief.
Oh, they're really going for the engine there.
Oh, this is bold. So they're not even. Are they gonna even play the gull? I mean, they've got a lot of cards.
Yeah, probably not go, right? Probably food, play, and grassland. Yeah.
I wonder if the gull was just to stop Willu from getting it, and they're not even going to play it themselves.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Star Nest is still pretty nice, so they don't want.
Yeah, it is nice, but yeah, it's nice, and I think again it would have been nicer for Willu, but you look at the end of round goals and you think, okay, Chop's got end of round goal 3 pretty much in the bag. And ground nests, I think Chopper's got sort of 4 or 5, and Willu's only looking at 1, so it's not even close there.
Yeah. So, Chop tempo is still slow here. They need 3 more food and very specific food to play the 2 bonus cards. So it's not gonna be easy to get all those fish.
Yeah, I think that has to be Chop's strategy. Is go for food, get those 2 bonus card birds down. And then just lay eggs, because if it's 2 turns, it's probably going to be maybe only 1 turn gaining food, 2 turns playing the birds, and then you've got 4 turns laying eggs. I don't think he'll fill up on egg spots doing that, so that should be okay.
Yeah, I think probably best play for Chop is probably Puffin and the Thrust. I mean, or Puff. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they can play Puffin and.
Yeah, I think if they can get the fish, I think you go Puffin, King Rail. I think if the Thrush, push them over to the next level on the bonus card, then you go for it. But I think they're just going to come up short on it. So.
But the thing is, the Thrust is like guaranteed 3 points, and the Star Nest is gonna help with bonus card. King Rail is more like not guaranteed.
Yeah, I think you play the Puffin first, and then see what bonus card you get, and then sort of base your decision on that.
Yeah. Also, the cherry in the bird feeder help with the Thrust. So yeah, I think both are pretty much close. But if it were me, I'd probably go for Puffin and Thrust here, just more safe. But again, if you know you're behind, you probably want to gamble more.
Yeah, and I think he is behind. I think Willu's looking stronger at the moment. They've got the owl, which I think they got from the Robin, so that's quite a nice option to have. It's easy to get those 2 rodents from your Raven, so I think that's pretty much an instant play for them. And then they can draw cards one more time, see what they get, and then just run the grasslands and hope for some more big birds.
Yeah, so let's look at Willow here. Willow's. So they play the bonus card. So that's 5 more turns. 5 more turns is 25 eggs. I think they might be running off spot here, right?
Yeah, I think they'll draw cards though, because they want to need something to tuck under the Swift at the end.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be 1 turn drawing cards, and then just the rest laying eggs, and then maybe if they get something good, they can play a card at the end.
Yeah, it would be much nicer if they don't have to draw cards and just go from there. But looks like they will have to. All right.
It's interesting looking at what Chop's got in terms of the food. So I think you're right. They are looking at going Thrush because
there's no fish. They did not get the 3rd fish.
There's no fish. Nope. So they got the 2 cherries and the grub for the Thrush, and then they can use the 2 fish, and then the remaining cherry and grub. To get that Puffin down. So I think that's a good move.
I hope they don't go for. I mean, also I think the Vim is saying they might run off egg space. If they play Puffin and Thrust, are they going to run out? Seems like they might.
It's going to be close.
They only have 10, and they can lay 15. Wait, 18 with 3 turns.
Yeah, they might come up 1 or 2 short.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's worth gaining food again, because that's a 0 point turn. So
no, I guess
even if you get something from the King Rail, you're already sort of handcuffing yourself there.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say, like, should they maybe play the King Rail instead of the Puffin? then they wouldn't be missing so many eggs.
Yeah, it's a good point, but you're already sacrificing 4 points by not playing the puffin. So even if you get those 4 eggs back from laying eggs, you're coming out even. So I don't think it's enough for me to play the king rail over the puffin.
All right, we'll see. Yeah, the Vim say puffin's best, and good thing Willow also make 2 points from the wetland there. So, well, yeah, nice.
It's be interesting to see if they use the hummingbird here. I think
it
would benefit Chop a bit more, because if Chop can get that extra fish, they might consider playing the king rail. I'm not sure Willy needs the food there.
Yeah, they really don't, because they can. I mean that at this point they can basically play the bonus card and then just keep laying eggs. They may not even draw a bird that's worth more than 7 points, 6, 7. Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
I think you play the owl. He's then going to have 14 egg spots, so you'd fill those up by laying eggs 3 times. So he's just going to have to cycle through and hope for another bird. But I mean, even the wood duck might not be a terrible play. I think it would help get them over the edge of the bonus card. So
yeah, it depends on that bonus card here.
Yeah, it depends. It depends entirely on what they get from the owl. I think that's the right choice, skipping the hummingbird.
Yeah,
I think that would have helped Chop a lot more than it would have helped Willow.
Right. With all that being said, do you think it's too early to call it for Willow here?
It's a difficult one, because I think Willow's ahead at the moment for sure, and has the stronger grasslands.
I'm just looking at all the tugs and the big bird.
It's going to come down to the bonus cards. I think if Chop draws a really nice bonus card with the puffin, and Willow gets nothing from this owl, then that could be the difference. But we'll see what Willow gets here.
All right, rodentologist. Nope. Okay.
That's okay.
Ecologist, totally worth it.
That makes even more sense to play the wood duck now, because you get 4 points from the wood duck, you get another 2 from the ecologist, and I'm pretty sure it meets the big bird bonus for another 3. So yeah, absolutely worth playing that now.
Yeah, that's a big points too. Yeah.
So Chop really needs.
Oh, they're not playing the puffin here.
It looks like he's going king rail. Maybe he's thinking about
getting all the eggs. Great. Yeah, 2 points.
No, it's 2 points either way.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to get anything better than that. So
yeah, end game 6 eggs, 18 plus 6 is 24. Yeah, that's basically it for Chop. I don't think that's enough to make it up.
No.
Yep.
No, I don't understand the king rail play there. I still think the puffin would have been better. They would have lost a few eggs, but would have got 4 more points from the puffin. So
yeah, I think it's a few points difference. Yeah, not huge, but all right. Maybe even a better card in the forest. Who knows?
Yeah.
What would be a big bird in the forest? Like
a horned owl, something like that.
Oh yeah, a horned owl, big bird in the forest, because they need 3 food anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's any others that give a bonus card that can go in the forest that are big birds like that. So I think the wood duck is a nice sort of backup to have, and they can wait until the last possible turn really before gaining food for that. But yeah, we'll see what better cards they get.
Nope,
that's not going to help.
Yep. They should have one more chance, but they gotta get food now if they want to play the wood duck.
That's interesting.
What? Ecologist. Sure I mean, let's count the points here. Like,
ecologist is, and you save the egg because it's 1 more egg to play.
Yeah.
To play the Merganser in the wetlands. So
you save 1 food, one egg by the raven. I don't know.
Yeah. Unless the wood duck doesn't meet the big birds, but I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, because it's the 6, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're already on 5, so I think that would have pushed them up
Yeah.
onto 6 points for that. So yeah, that's a strange move,
Yeah.
and that could be the difference.
Yeah. I mean, just exercise. So that was 4 plus 2 plus 3. That's 9 minus 2 eggs is 7. And then for this is 5 plus 3, 8 minus 2 is 6. I think you make one more point with wood duck.
Yeah, it would definitely have been the better play. I mean, I think that only maybe they're thinking, oh, I would have had to gain food twice with the wood duck, so it costs an extra egg.
Yeah.
But
I think it's 1 point difference. I think you
yeah,
make one more point with wood duck.
Yeah, I would have played wood duck, and because they didn't. Did they have the Maganta already, or did they draw that from the? Maybe they drew it from the deck anyway. But I think you've got to chance it, see what you get.
Yeah.
And maybe you get something better, but the wood duck was always going to be a better option.
Yep. Yeah, I think they drew the Mergangster from the deck, so.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can skip the Raven.
Oh, skip the Raven, yeah.
Yeah, tuck the Heron and then get the Merganser down last turn.
Yep. Yeah, I don't really think they needed that 1 points anyway.
No, I think they should still be winning this game.
Yeah, I think it's not gonna be close. Because just look at the number of tugs on the board and that bald eagle there.
Yeah, certainly. I think Willow's looking stronger in terms of bird points.
Yep.
And the tucks as well. Eggs Chop is going to get and end of rounds as well. But Willow's bonus cards have come up much better. I mean, you can look at Chop. Looking, it's now 5 points from 3 bonus cards.
Yeah.
It's one difficult to win.
That's the thing. He really spent all the luck.
Who is laying eggs here?
Is he missing eggs?
So he only had 3 egg spots available. Which
3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Well, it's only 5 because it's 3 egg spots plus the 2 tucks because you don't get the extra.
No way. 5 points definitely is missing some points here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely played the Merganser, or I mean, should have kept the wood duck, but even there you play the Merganser.
It's still better. Yeah, that was miss points there.
Again, it's only 1 or 2 points each time, but if you keep giving up 1 or 2 points, it's going to add up.
You really hate it when it's like a super close game and you miss that 1 or 2 points there.
All right, here we go.
But again, this is the third game, so burnout. I totally understand.
Yep.
All right.
I still think Willow's done enough for this, but I think it will be close.
Yeah, the tug is gonna bring it way over. Oh, round.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, not close. Way round up 100 there.
Okay.
Good game to both.
And Chop has been chopped.
Chop has been chopped, and he really used up most of his luck in 2 games. Like he went overdrive with all the lucks there. Like.
Oh yeah, I mean, an OP bird in all 3 games, and you still get knocked out at the end of it. Like, come on.